Absolutely, absolutely. The biggest reason is because the students who are showing up at our universities are more diverse than ever. And if they do not see people who look like them in the classroom, who have at least some shared experiences or understanding of cultural backgrounds and heritages, different teaching styles, then we lose them. We lose them because they don't feel inspired, they don't feel valued, they don't feel seen. And I'm not saying that having diverse faculty in the classroom fixes all of it, but the problems are only exacerbated if we don't have it, right? So I think that the first reason that it's important is because the students we're serving need us to be in the classroom. Initiatives like this, I believe, really can make a difference, because if my claim is true, that the reason that students of color, first generation, low income students, other minoritized groups don't consider professors is because they don't really understand what it is. Perhaps we don't have backgrounds that have introduced us to all the ins and outs, right? If the reason that more people don't consider it is simply because they haven't been exposed to it in a way that makes it attractive or appealing, then I think this kind of an interview, an opportunity to talk really can make a difference for people, both in terms of, just providing more information, but also in changing the mindset, because for all of the challenges, I think this is the best job in the world. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And then the final piece of your job is service, and that looks very different for different people. For me, it has been my ongoing long-term commitment to the Frederick Douglass Institute and supporting students of color, first generation and low-income students, as they transition into predominantly white institutions, trying to make sure that they have good experiences. And a lot of my community work has also been around diversity issues in the community and making sure that different people have voices, and that I'm supporting organizations that are doing important work in the community. So once I kind of got on the bandwagon and started paying attention, I was like, somebody's paying them to think and to read and to teach a couple of classes, and then they go home and have glasses of wine and parties,
Right.
So I think yeah, exactly. So wide and varied. So yes, there's teaching, and here at IUP, this is a teaching institution, so the teaching load is 4-4. Not as high as some institutions and a lot higher than others, right? So kind of middle of the pack in that regard, but it is considered a teaching institution. Then there's the scholarship, so maintaining my scholarly identity, doing my research, doing the writing, the travel that might be associated with that. More and more, there's a lot of money that's committed to that, because institutions haven't been able to provide as much in terms of travel funding as they once did. So, you're always sort of pulling together as much as you can from your institution and then covering the rest of it. So the scholarship can be pretty significant.